Hello again, everyone. So here we are logged into Canvas, and you may notice there's something different about my dashboard. I have photos that represent each of my course tiles. So I've heard this request from many of you, and I'm happy to say that it's finally being implemented in Canvas. You can now drop in image files that will act as your course tiles. And I'm going to explain how to do that in this tutorial. Now, one thing I want to make you aware of is when you drop the image in, the color that you have associated with the tile still is utilized. So in this course here, I actually have purple over this image. So you'll notice this image is actually kind of faded. And you'll also notice that these words here, Canvas from Scratch and Canvas Light, look a little bleached out. And that's essentially because there is a layer of orange and a layer of kind of this reddish orange over each of those. So just keep that in mind. Your image isn't going to look exactly the way it should, and that's because ultimately we're going to have a layer of color that is translucent over it. All right, so we're going to jump into my sandbox course here, and I'm going to walk you through how you can set up your courses to allow for you to put these images in. So go ahead, and I'm going to start by jumping into this course, and I'm going to go over to settings. And in settings, you want to first start by going to feature options. And in feature options, you're going to come down here to where it says enable dashboard images for courses. Now, if this is not currently checked, if it's in this orientation here, you'll want to click on it. And that's going to enable it. Now, I do want to mention that this particular aspect is still in beta. And that means that if something starts to go wrong with the way your tiles are rendering, you might want to turn this feature back off. I haven't had any issues with it right now, but I just want to make you aware it is in beta, so it might change, you might see some discrepancies, and if you don't really like the result of this, then just turn it right back off and you can go back to having your regular colored tiles. So once you turn this on, you might not actually see anything change where we're going to need to go if you just click on these tabs here. So once you click this and you activate this, click on settings again, and that will reload the settings panel. Once you've done that, ensure that it's still checked, and you're going to navigate over here to course details. And when you're in course details, you now should be given the option to choose an image. So I'm going to click here, and just like everywhere else in Canvas, we can either search Flickr. So if I wanted to just come up with an image name here, I could say this is my sandbox course. I could find a picture of a sandbox, or you can drag and drop in your own file or click here to upload from your desktop. So I'm going to actually browse my computer for a file. And I should have an image here, this banner blue bubbles that I'm going to load up here, and we'll see what this looks like. And so there is my image file. I just wanted to use something I had created previously, and so I'm going to load this in for my sandbox. Once you're happy with all of that, you're going to click Update Course Details at the bottom. And then you are going to come over here to your dashboard if you want to see it. Now, just so you know, if you're not happy with this, then you can either remove it or you can change it just by clicking on this cog in the upper right corner. So let's go to our dashboard, and I'm going to see what this looks like. And there it is. So now my sandbox has its own little unique image file for its tile. So now not only are all my courses distinguished by the color, but I also have these unique images that let me see very quickly which course is which. And that's essentially all there is to adding images to your dashboard tiles.